Shri Ganesha Sharada Gurubhyo Namaha Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. Welcome to all for this session on Ramayana to chapter 90 of Ayodhya Kanda. In the previous chapter, we saw Bharata along with the entire entourage which accompanied him from Ayodhya with the help of King Guha, the king of Nishadas. He crossed the river Ganga to reach to the Prayaga where there is a confluence of Ganga with Yamuna, and then he proceeded towards the hermitage of sage Bharadwaja along with sage Vasistha, leaving his army a little behind. Bharatha, beholding the hermitage of the sage Bharadwaja, leaving his army a league behind and laying aside his weapons and royal apparel, attired in a simple silken garments, proceeded on foot, preceded by his preceptor. Pursued the sage himself, he left his counselors and followed Sri Vasistha only. The great ascetic Bharadwaja, beholding Prince Bharata approaching, rising from his seat, commanded his disciples to bring the Arghya. The Muni, advancing to greet Sri Vasistha, Prince Bharata offered salutations to him. The sage, recognizing him as the son of King Dasharatha, the sage Bharadwaja, then calling for the ritual appointments, presented them with the arghya and refreshed them with fruits. He then inquired respecting their welfare and if all were well in Ayodhya. Then he asked concerning the state treasury and the ministers, but knowing the king to be dead, he made no enquiry concerning to Dasharatha. In return, Sri Vasistha and Bharata inquired as to the health of the sage, the state of his body, the sacred fire, his disciples, the deer and the birds. Great ascetic Bharadwaja informed them respecting all these things, and then, prompted by the affection he bore for Sri Rama, said to Bharata, O Prince, what occasion has brought you here? Who are now the ruler of the kingdom? Tell me all. King Dasharatha, urged by his consort, banished Sri Rama to the forest for the period of 14 years. I trust that you, desirous of enjoying the kingdom without reserve, are now the harborer and you do not harbor any of the ill will towards your brother. Bitterly wounded by the Rishi's words, Prince Bharata, his eyes suffused with tears, his throat choked with emotion, he said, O Lord, you are all knowing. If you do thus regard me, then my life is in real vain. I am in no way implicated in the fate of Sri Rama. Such villainy would never proceed from me. O my lord, why do you charge me thus? That which my mother has done on my account is not approved by me, nor should I ever condone it. I go to gratify that great prince by offering salutations to him and with the intention of bringing him back to the capital. O divine one, this is my purpose. Be pleased to tell me where Rama, now the Lord of the earth, is to be found. Requested likewise by Sri Vasistha and other priests, Sri Bharadwaja, captivated by the words of Bharata, answered to him, O great one, you are born in the illustrious family of Raghu, and it is therefore not a source of wonder that dutiful regard for your preceptor, self control, and the following of the path of the wise are all united in you. By my yogic powers, the content of my heart were known to me, content of your heart were known to me, but I questioned you that your resolution might be established, and your fame proclaimed throughout the whole world. It is known to me where Sri Rama and Lakshmana, conversant with righteous, abide. They dwell on the great mountain Chitrakuta. Do yourself go there tomorrow. Today stay here with your counselors. O wise one, do yourself accept my request. Then Bharata, the prince of great renown, accepted the offer of the sage and remained all that night at his hermitage. Thus ended chapter 90 of Ayodhya Kanda in Ramayana. This way, if some mistake is being done by anyone, though here the mistake was done by the evil Kaikeyi in snatching the kingdom away from Dasharatha for her own son Bharatha, Bharatha personally was never interested in all these affair and in all this lustful desire of his mother. But yet people will always put the stigma to Bharata, thinking that it was Bharata's desire which was fulfilled by Kaikeyi. We have seen this earlier. Dasharatha, being the father himself, he told the same thing, saying that you are fulfilling the desire of Bharata. If Bharata is desirous of accepting that, then let him not perform any of my funeral rites. And later, even Kausalya, though being a stepmother, should being close to him, also suspected that it was Bharata's desire that was fulfilled by Kaikeyi, and later, even Guha suspected Bharata that with all the army, he is going to do some evil act against Rama. And now it is the turn of Bharadwaja, who also suspect Bharata. So that is what is the position of a man in the family. That even though the mistake was evil acts were committed by the women of the family, still it is the responsibility of the man of the family to pose himself and to protect the image of that family outside in the society, because the society expects that it is always the desire of the men which either directly by themselves or in a covert way using the women of the family they are trying to fulfill the desire. So in all such cases it is very difficult for Bharata to remove one such kind of a stigma. And if you observe the story of Ramayana later, we will going to see even after Rama, till Rama returned from the exile, Bharata lived like an ascetic, wearing the garb of an ascetic, sleeping on the floor, eating only herbs and roots and fruits. And he never enjoyed the royal privileges that was basically belonging to Rama. And even after Rama returns from the exile and accepted the throne, he even appointed Shatrughna as a king of Mathura, but Bharata never accepted any of the throne. He continued to remain as an obedient slave of Rama. Namaste Sharada Devi, Kashmira Puramasini, Twamaham Prarthaye Nityam, Vidya Danancha Dehime. Goodbye.